I always said the good Lord came to the Americans' face because during the Battle of the Bulge, it had snowed about 6 inches and on top of ground that wasn't froze. We had a radar outfit that they had made us swear to our death that we'd destroy that if it was, you know, taken into the Germans. And the 7th Army was coming on the other side of St. Lo, and we figured they were 24 miles this evening. And we kept saying the Army was like, oh, we're going to get them stopped, we're going to get them stopped, we're going to stop. Well, they got to be 20 miles, 16 miles, 15 miles, 10 miles, 8 miles. And so then we decided we better get out of there. And so we had all these big brand new semi-trailer trucks with this radar units on. And we started down the highway in the 7th Army. The tanks said, you've got to get off the roads because we got to have the roads for the tanks. So we started across the country. And the ground wasn't frozen under the snowstorm all summer. And then we took off the jeeps, and a lot of us got killed and hit and everything else.
Most of the young people, the young, they had to dig holes into the ground, and we found them in spring to bury them. But also, our farmers up there in that area took those guys into their house, fed them what they could feed them with, and they on their side gave them what they could. It was a very good relationship between my country and your country.
It is today. I mean, I've been over there. I've been on the battleground. They've got a beautiful museum at the Battle of the Bulge. And if you ever go into Luxembourg or Belgium or any of those countries, and as soon as they know that you're an American, I mean, they love Americans, and I know the Americans who were there have very fond memories of all the support that the Luxembourg people gave during the Battle of the Bulge.
Whenever you go through the country, there's hardly any village within their big cities that you don't see a monument and American flag.
I was thinking of these fellows in the paratroopers and the Rangers. There's a monument in St. Mary de Lise. The 101st. It was the 101st Airborne.
St. Mary de Lise. There's a drop zone now, one of the drop zones in Fort Wright. It's called the St. Mary de Lise drop zone.
That was a drop zone. I forget. We put 100. I always remember. I can't remember it out there. We put 106 guys in our bunch, and we were supposed to pick up the survivors in 6 days. Went back to look for survivors. There was only 4. That's
It wasn't a picnic, was it?
We never stopped that type of side conversation. People said, oh, do we have enough time? That's the rest of our lives. We'll be right here as long as you want to talk. Mr. Hinchy, how do you spell your name?
H-I-N-C-H-E-Y.
H-I-N-C-H-E-Y. And we'd like to get your address, if we could,
Okay.
written down. My wife, Barbara, come by and get this. And thank you. You've not been here before. I appreciate you coming.
One of the families that has children here, the Blakeleys.
Yes. And where are those children? Will those 2 children please stand up? testing you to see if you're paying attention. Zach, where's you at? Oh, okay. All right. How are you related to them?
Just friends.
Oh.
He's friends with my grandmother.
With
Yeah.
your
I'm
grandma.
a great grandmother to him.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you for coming.
And to shed a little light on the side of women who maybe weren't in the service, but you had one brother in the service, two brothers in the service, a husband, two sons in Vietnam, and I never have had any servicemen in wars related to me, but I know that she spent nights and nights and nights worrying.
So often we ignore the stories of the ladies who might stay at home staring at that flag. There's a scene in Private Ryan where she has one of these flags that has 4 stars on it. Interesting story. Thank you for bringing it.
Charlie was telling me once about, Carol mentioned the women, and I don't know this story, but he's telling me once about being shot down over the water. And what was it, the girls came and got you?
Yeah. They used to pay a ransom for survivors, you know. And well, you probably, were you in on that when you were flying on 47s?
I never heard that.
You never heard that? The Free French, the Free Fighting French. The Free Fighting French, the SFI they call them. And I don't know how much they paid, but on the coast, they line up in those boats at night for all the crippled planes that crashed in the ocean. And there was a ransom for a crewman that they rescued.
What kind of sense was this?
Yeah.
I never heard of it. Or read it.
That's comforting to know that that effort was made.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he's talking about the Rangers, we used to pull a lot of Rangers over behind the line. Man, I tell you, I used to hold my breath when I'd see those guys jump out with duffel bags and 45 pistols and everything else. They really stuck their necks in.
You flew or drug those gliders in that they were loaded onto?
Yeah. One time in Reims, France, there was a 82nd. And they were on the ground at that time, and they were wanting some flight time for, anyway, we were fairly close, and so we would fly in and give them their glider time or jump time, whichever it was that they needed for the month's stay. And I'd never ridden in one of those gliders. And they had them towed by sort of like a bungee cord. 2 of them. That's right. 2 of them behind you. And we used to laugh and joke about the fact if the old C-47 could maintain 120 miles an hour, we could pull 2 of them. It's like, yeah. And it was harrowing experiences. And the jokes were always double glider tow at night. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, I'd never ridden in a glider, and so I was on the ground waiting for who knows what now. So I decided to ask this guy if he'd give me a ride in the glider, and he said, "Well, sure." And I tell you, that's the sickest I ever. Looking at the plane, and the line's going this way, and then the line comes back this way. And it's going up and down at the same time, and I just lost everything. I had a lot of due respect for those guys.
Good. Well, Mr. Pritchard will be at that luncheon Saturday, Seventh American Revolution.
But I'm not speaking there.
You're not? Well, okay, well, I'm glad we got you through here.
For the Air Force gentlemen, the Air Force veterans, I just want you to know that I went to Vietnam in 65 and 66 and then 70 and 71. And throughout that whole time period, what aircraft provided us with the most support? It was an AC-47, the old DC-3. It would have Spooky. It had the machine gun out the door. In fact, in 1970, down in Canto, I went up with the AC-47. It was the number 2 AC-47 ever built, and it was still flying in 1970. In 1970, it was the second one that was ever built, and it was still flying. I mean, it's a great aircraft.